Hi, I'm Jackie,
And I'm Richard.
and we are Early Retirement Wanderlust.
And pretty much a year to the day, we launched our YouTube channel right from this very spot.
Some of you may have noticed that we're actually filming from a different location at the moment, and we'll explain a little bit about that later.
So as we said, we're a year into our YouTube adventures.
You couldn't write it, could you?
And the reason why we've changed location is that whenever we set up to film, we always seem to have every man and his dog coming by. So we've moved to here and we've already had 2 trains go past. We've now got sheep coming up across the cliff to come and decide and see what we're actually up to. And it's one of the most frustrating things out of our YouTube journey that we've ever had.
So some of you will have noticed that we're actually in a different location now, and we have got a very good reason why that we'll explain later.
As we said earlier, we made the decision to early retire from teaching just over a year ago, and one of the challenges we set ourselves was to start a YouTube channel, and it's been quite a year.
Yeah, it has been quite a journey. We set it up because we wanted to log what we've been doing over the year, and we wanted to learn new skills, and it's been a very thought-provoking process.
We really wanted to make sure that when we were in early retirement, we had something to challenge us and something that would really put us out there at the edge of our comfort zone, because we have never done anything like this before. And yeah, it's been quite hard getting used to talking to a camera.
And I think some people will notice from our very first video the difference in our presence. We've definitely got used to talking in front of a camera.
One of the things that we have to get used to, though, and we just can't get our head around it, is talking in public. So we've had so many adventures, and we have to find these little hidden, out of the way places where no one's going to bother us, and we can talk, hopefully, in a little bit more relaxed way to the camera.
So we'll talk a little bit about the technicals. We've kept it very simple. Most of our videoing that we do is done on our iPhones and the photography, and then Richard does the editing.
Yeah, I use the free software that comes with all Apple Macs, which is iMovies, and we've had no experience of moving images before, so it's been a complete learning curve on that. Jackie's amazing at iPhone photography, and we put a lot of those images into our YouTube clips.
Something that we did have to invest in quite early on was a new sound mic, because we did realise that the microphones on the iPhones weren't good enough to pick up good quality sound.
And we've played around with a couple of them and we still haven't got it right, and we're going to talk a little bit more later on in the video about how sound is our nemesis. But yeah, we just use a Rode video mic and clip that into the iPhone, and it works really well. So we resisted the urge to go out and buy loads of kit, and we've waited a whole year to actually go and buy an action cam.
What we've really enjoyed about the YouTube channel is that it gives us a real sense of purpose. It gives us structure to our day. It gives us something to think about.
As we film our YouTube clips, it's a real point of reflection, because early retirement is new to us and we don't really know what to expect, and having those points to think about how it's going has proved really useful.
We've been really surprised by the amount of people that we've had contacting us that have really identified with what we're doing with our early retirement and our van life travels.
It's also so lovely to get positive feedback. Everyone likes to have nice comments from people, and the people that watch our videos are dropping more and more positive comments about what we do, and it's just so lovely to hear that.
It really feels like we've built up a sense of community at the moment. We've got a real core of people that follow us and send us nice messages, and they genuinely want to know what we've been up to and share what they're doing as well.
And on a practical point of view, it's just really nice to be able to help people with some really simple stuff. So it might be things to do with the van, or it might be to do with walking boots or walking routes, but it's just really nice.
We've really enjoyed what we've done, and we've had a lot of laughs along the way.
And looking back at our first video, we've definitely grown in confidence on camera and in what we do and the ideas that we come up with for the channel. And one of our last big positives is actually really a thank you.
Yeah, and we're getting really close to having 2,000 subscribers, which we just never thought about.
And when we think about it too much, it's an absolute head fry moment that people are out there watching what we do.
Yeah, so it's a really big thank you to you, because actually that's what keeps us going. It's definitely not been without its challenges, and the absolute biggest challenge that we've had is the issue of sound.
We love being outside and we love bringing you outside to do the filming, but it's singly the most frustrating thing ever. And wind, I don't know what the answer is. I look at so many YouTube channels that seem to have it absolutely nailed, and we've done a year of searching for a solution, and even now it's a real struggle.
At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that we'd actually started filming at a place called Shipley Glen. It was the place that we shot our first ever YouTube video, and we set everything up and we were ready to have a lovely morning filming, and we just couldn't, for many reasons, most of them sound issued. First was the wind. We were trying to tuck into a corner, and then we just about sussed it, and
just for the benefit of the camera, I want to be able to record this moment where we've been here for half an hour and it's been perfectly quiet, and then as soon as we get the camera out to film, the wind picks up, every man and his dog descends, we've got rock climbers on the rocks, and we've got people just staying around us. There is no end to this pain.
I think we've both found putting out 2 videos a week quite challenging, and as long as you're organised and you have a plan, it's not too bad, but it's far too easy to get behind, and it's a bit worrying that causes me massive amount of stress when I don't know the next 3 or 4 steps ahead.
And that's been worse over the summer, because we've particularly wanted lots of visitors to come and see us, and we have loved the time that we've had this summer. But it does mean we've had very little time to do filming, and we're trying to squeeze it in between visits. I am quite a shy person, and one of the things I personally find really hard is filming when it's busy. I don't like people watching us, and I get really distracted, and then my eyes start darting about. So we do have to find quiet places to film.
And sort of linked with that, I'm the wind, and sort of linked with that, probably to do with my personality, is I'm a complete type A personality, and I want to be good at everything, and when you're editing it's really difficult, and I want to be really good in a very short space of time, and that's just not possible. It's a creative activity and it just takes time and experience, and I'm finding that really difficult to get my head around.
I don't think I help, because I film so much and he has to cut most of it.
One of the things I found a challenge with is constantly comparing myself or our channel to other channels, and it's almost impossible to do because there are so many statistics out there and people are at different stages in their YouTube evolution. We're just very early days, but I can't help but feeling a little bit competitive.
Something else we find a little bit tricky is actually understanding what people want to know from us and what people want to see in our videos. Some things that we've videoed, such as being on the ferry and showing you what the new Santander ferry is like, we didn't think people would really be interested in, and it's actually been one of our most popular videos. And then some videos we filmed out and about in some beautiful locations, and I think because it's not quite to do with van life or early retirement, they've not been as popular.
One of the things I've struggled with on the editing front is understanding less is more, and we spend an awful lot of time shooting loads and loads of clips, and I've got to learn that more of them need to go on the cutting room floor just to make it a little bit tighter. I think we both struggled a little bit with the concept of what a stereotypical YouTuber is. Both of our kids are horrified that we're doing YouTube and they will not watch any of it. But what we want to try and do is just make sure that we are putting out good content, and it's not really about us, it's about the lifestyle that we're trying to lead.
Yeah, sometimes I do struggle with maybe why some people do want to watch what we're doing, because it's just little Jackie and Richard that used to be teachers. That's been quite an interesting learning journey for me.
But one of the things that we want to really do is just be really honest on camera and show you what we do on a day-to-day basis and just extol the virtues of early retirement life.
So what have we actually learned from a year of YouTube? The biggest thing is that sound is our biggest nemesis.
And that's something that we've got to sort out, and we'll keep hunting for the ideal solution.
We're loving life. We do like what we're doing. It gives us a sense of purpose, and we're enjoying the feedback that people give us.
And I think we've grown in confidence in what we're doing, even though it's still strange and we do try and find quiet places to come and speak. And one of the big things we're going to try and keep doing is making sure that we have a nice separation between our YouTube life and our normal life, because for us it's really important to keep that balance. And I think we've got that balance at the moment.
That's it. Celebrating a year of filming for YouTube.
It's gone so quick, but we're really looking forward to the adventures ahead. Thanks ever so much.
Bye.
See you later.